Welcome to Thinking Critical, and today we're going to review Web of Venom, Venom Unleashed. Here we have the cover. So first thing you notice is it's Eddie Brock's dog, and you're probably curious where's Eddie Brock? Where's Venom? Well, he's not really in this story. This is actually a standalone story about his dog that I don't know who was asking for it. I know I wasn't. So I was a little bit confused, but this feels like it's basically a cash grab to capitalize on the popularity of the Venom comic as well as the unexpected huge hit that was the movie. So this is I don't know, the cover's fine. This is actually the only art that Ryan Stegman contributed to on this story, but I think a lot of people, when they see this, they see the Venom title and they don't see Eddie Brock. They're going to be a little bit confused why the dog's on the cover, but they'll find out soon enough because this book is about the dog. It's actually not about Eddie Brock or the Venom symbiote. So for the creator credits, the aforementioned Ryan Stegman's the writer, and then it's got I don't know, 100 or something artists on it. So kind of raised a red flag. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this was done very fast, kind of at the last minute as to capitalize on the current success of Venom. Get another title out there with the name on it. Of course, it's $5.99 or $4.99. This shouldn't be $4.99. They shouldn't have really produced this at all. I don't recommend reading this book. I'll just put that one out front. So we'll read the intro and get into the story. After an incredibly straining conflict with the monstrous symbiote dragon, the Venom symbiote no longer has a personality or voice. Instead, it's an amorphous alien organism responding to the subconscious impulses of its host, Eddie Brock. However, in spite of the silence, the symbiote has tampered with Eddie's memories and led him back to his childhood home of San Francisco. As Eddie searches for answers, Venom has transformed into a hulking dog in order to keep its host safe. So like I said, this is a one-shot story about the dog. And here, the very first panel, we see there's a couple of what appear to be like zombified homeless people, and they're going into the hotel, and they see that Eddie Brock's in room 237, and they get the key, and they're saying Eddie Brock. So they get up to his room. They're saying 237, and the dog wakes up, and he's pretty scared. And they start turning the key, and start seeing in the backgrounds, like with the dog here. There's color, but there's no actual there's no art behind it. So I think, like I said, I think this was fast tracked. It looks unfinished in a lot of places. So on the next panel, they're struggling with the key, and it kind of pops out the door, and then the dog starts jumping through the keyhole to protect Eddie. And here he comes through. They're kind of balancing over the railing. The colors in this are actually pretty cool. And for having as many artists as they have, it actually isn't that bad. Like I said, it's just a little bit unfinished in parts. But the dog's protecting Eddie. He's jumping out, and they're getting into a little conflict. The mindless beast or mindless zombie guys are saying Brock and saying his room number, and then they see like the little carnage mist in his eyeball, and the dog gets a scent of it, and he goes off on his adventure. He's looking for where these zombies came from, and he ends up down in this alleyway, and you can see there's more zombie guys. Normally, I really like a comic without very much dialogue, and this, until the end, almost has none. It just has some noises, really, but I don't know. This really isn't for me, but we'll keep going. And then finally, the dog encounters what looks to be a wolf and a couple of street dogs, and they're of course infected with whatever's got the homeless guys mindless right now. They start a little conflict, and then the symbiote dog explodes up on him, scares the crap out of him, leaves him whimpering. So I don't know if he actually cured the dog in this panel, because it kind of looks like his one eye is still red, but later on, the dog's going to start curing people by removing a worm from their brain. So he keeps going down, and he encounters these guys in metal suits, and they're saying drilling, spindle engaged, and then he picks up the dog fights back. Target acquired, you assume that's the dog, and he tries shooting him with this big weapon. Probably thinks that he's ended him, but of course not. And the dog comes back and attacks the big robot machine and breaks through its front windscreen. And then you see this worm that I was talking about, and he kind of extracts it from the guy's brain and saves him. I'm not going to go too much further into this. At one point, the editor does say, "Don't recognize these machines? Maybe go check out Venom Lethal Protector to refresh your memory." Well, I haven't read Venom Lethal Protector, and I'm not going to, especially not after reading this. If you want me to do homework, I'm going to have a better book than this. Overall, this is absolutely a don't recommend. This is a book no one really asked for. I don't understand why it was made. Like I said, it looks fast-tracked. There's a lot of backgrounds that are missing. The colorists did pretty good. With the amount of artists, it's better than I would have expected, but you shouldn't waste your $5 on this book. It's not really anything anybody was asking for, like I said. So that's my review of Web of Venom, Venom Unleashed. If you like the review, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications for more reviews and commentary later on. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, it's Wes_from_TC, or you can always email me with feedback if you disagree or agree with my review at wesdiggscomics@gmail.com. With that, I'm out, and Salamat Po.